Welcome back. We're getting some breaking news at the moment. This one's coming from Karnataka. Now, the Chief Minister of the state, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, has reacted to KPCC President DK Shivakumar's allegations on the Mangaluru blast. Chief Minister Bommai called DK Shivakumar's statement a trick to garner minority votes. Taking this across to my colleague Ritu, who now joins us on the broadcast. Ritu, politics wouldn't stop considering there was a controversial statement that was made by DK Shivakumar earlier. Now, BJP-led government in the state is responding to it.
Well, exactly. You see, the attack mode is on against the KPCC chief DK Shivakumar here right after his statement related to the Mangaluru blast, where he called that who's the police to in fact call that whole act and a terror act, because what exactly took place in the investigation too was not been cleared. So that's all that, the DK Shivakumar had told, and that sparked a controversy here in the Karnataka. And right after that, you see how BJP leaders are in fact demanded, they also demanded an apology from the KPCC chief for giving such kind of a statement, because that somewhere in fact is an appeasement to a minority community one, and also trying to somewhere allegedly giving a support to these kind of terror activities is what the BJP leaders has also alleged. Now moreover, you see what the Karnataka CM Basavaraj Bommai had also told about KPCC chief's statement is that this is a complete politics that the Congress is playing here in the Karnataka ahead of the 2023 assembly elections to garner the minority votes over there. So that's what clearly the CM Basavaraj Bommai is stating and calling, in fact, somewhere that the terrorist activities was not been counted by the Congress party, because that was, would have turned out to be a very big attack as well during that Mangalore blast too. But however, fortunately, that did not turn out to be a big event there. But of course, now this whole statement coming out, the BJP leaders are there on an attack mode against the KPCC chief.
Ritu, stay on with us. Let me actually get our viewers to exactly see what Mr. Bommai had mentioned. Let's take a look at that reaction first.
ಅಥವಾ ಈ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸುವಂತ ದೇಶಭಕ್ತರ ಪರವಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದು ಬಹಳ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಈ ತರ ಪ್ರತಿ ಬಾರಿನೂ ಆಟ ಆಡಿಕೊಂಡು ದೇಶದ ನೈತಿಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳ ನೈತಿಕತೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು, ಈ ತರ ಮಾತನಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು ಒಬ್ಬ ದೇಶಭಕ್ತನ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರ ಪಕ್ಷ ಯಾರು ಪರವಾಗಿದೆ ಜನ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಯೋತ್ಪಾದನಾ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗೆ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಕೊಡುವಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೀರಾ ಸರ್?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಭಯೋತ್ಪಾದಕರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ, ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಸಮೇತ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ ಆ ಒಂದು ತನಿಖೆನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆನೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು ಆ ಟೆರರಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಗೆ ನೈತಿಕ ಬಲ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ
let's now take a look at what the KPCC president, Mr. DK Shivakumar, had said earlier, where he had mentioned that the voter data theft case in Bengaluru was something which had BJP's involvement in it, and to divert attention from that controversy, the BJP government in the state was quick to call the Mangaluru Blast Case an act of terror. Let's listen in.
He said that is a big terrorist. Who are the terrorists? Please let me know. Who was the DG to declare himself that is a terrorist without an investigation? What investigation did they did? How many days they took? Was it a terrorist act like what happened in Mumbai? Some fellow might have done some mistake. We don't tell. But how you are trying to project it?
Why do you think the government was doing that?
Why? Because the vote gate. They wanted to steal the votes in the history of Indian politics.
Let me take this across to Mr. Sanket Yenagi of the Congress Party, who now joins us on the broadcast. Mr. Yenagi, thank you so much for being a part of this discussion. The fact that there is a retort that has now come in by the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai, calling these statements by Mr. DK Shivakumar as appeasement politics, vote bank politics, especially to garner minority votes. How does the Congress choose to respond to this?
First of all, the CM has no morality to continue to be in his office because of the allegations of corruption in so far as this government is concerned. And vote scam or vote bank scam of the vote gate scam, which we are now talking about, is a very serious scam and the scandal wherein the government itself is directly involved, and the government has to probe this, and in order to divert the attention of the public and to issue more particularly. CM is making such irresponsible and reckless statements, and it's only a political gimmick of the CM who has no morality to continue to be in the office. First, he has to resign and talk about this. First, he has to intimate the people what is the stage of the investigation in earlier scandals. And then he has to come to discuss all the other aspects of the matter as to whether Congress is doing appeasement politics or not. That is secondary. It is not at all the issue. The question which Mr. DK Shivakumar has raised is very clear. There are so many scandals that BJP has not come out clean till this day. There is a commission, 40% commission scandal, which has not been investigated. It has not been entrusted to the CID or to the CBI or to any other external agency or to the judicial probe till this day. Nothing has been done.
But Mr. Yanagi, let me actually come in here. I wanted to understand this one thing. While there is an important point that the Congress is raising, and I asked the same thing to Mr. DK Shivakumar yesterday, we have to actually look at these votes scam in Bengaluru. However, to equate it and talk about it in the context of the Mangaluru Blast probe and saying that this was done to divert attention from this ongoing controversy in Bengaluru, don't you think it's also making light of possibly an act of terror which is still being investigated upon?
So the investigation is in process. The criminal jurisprudence says till the investigation is complete and it is placed before the trial, still someone is held to be guilty by the procedure established by law, by the competent court. Any person who is facing an allegation is to be presumed as an innocent. First of all, I have two questions to the BJP. Number one, if he has the one who is involved in commission of an offence, which is said to be a terrorist attack or terrorist act, why that person was let go out of the jail or bail? That the BJP has to answer the general public. Number two, if the court has granted bail and the trial court has granted bail, why these people have not taken the matter up to the Supreme Court to see that bail is cancelled and he should be again arrested if he has such a criminal antecedent? And number three, if he has been let go by the court, the next question arises, why the BJP government or the police has not monitored his or supervised his movements in front of the government at a no visibility? Someone is committing such an offence who has already the history of commission of an offence according to the BJP, then everything is procured, the bomb material is procured in front of the government, and he has used the technology with the knowledge of the government while the government has let it go. In the sense, government is not serious about the activity. Either the government is negligent or the government wanted it to happen. Either of these the government has to come out clean. Let the government discuss on this issue. Nobody is ready to discuss on this issue either from the BJP or from the government who heads the government. Has Mr. Bommai discussed any time about he letting him go out of the bail? No, he never discusses. Rather, he is talking about the appeasement politics.
All right.
Where is the appeasement here?
Okay.